I think just the loss from last year has really motivated us because we know that we can work really hard to get better, and just our confidence has been up the whole year, and we don't have any doubt. So
This team, what kind of tangible things can you take away from playing in the 2A state title game last year that you used this time around? I mean, you guys kind of know what it's like to be on this stage. It isn't a surprise anymore, I guess.
yeah, I think just keeping our heart in it, even if they end up scoring first or anything, I think it's just really important that we keep our heads in the game and that there's still time left on the clock, and when there's still time, there's still a chance. So I just think that's really important to keep our focus on.
What are you guys doing well as a team as you've gone through sectionals, regionals, semi-state, and now state? What are you doing well right now?
Well, everyone has been playing with each other for so long that everyone just knows how each other plays and everything. So I think just moving the ball around has gotten a lot better, and just everyone knows that just to keep their head focused on everything and just always think what's a better way to get the ball across the field.
What do you remember about last year's championship match against, it was Mater Dei, I believe. What do you remember about that? Anything specific that you have thought back to this week as you get ready?
I mean, they were really good and aggressive, and I think going into state, any team that makes it there is going to be good. So I think just, even though we've won against Cathedral, I don't think we can think about that at all and just go in thinking it could be a really good game and we could win or lose. But if we really want the win, I think we can get there.
Final question, what is Coach and the coaching staff preaching this week that you guys are really working on and focusing on in practice to get you ready for what Cathedral does, and also to get you ready to execute what you do on the highest level?
I think just staying loose, just doing what we've been doing the whole year. I mean, Coach just wants us to have fun and also just work hard so that we're ready to play the game on Saturday. So
that's it. Anything
all right.
else you'd like to add?
Nope.
All right.
We've worked really hard throughout our season, and we've really came together as a team, and we work really united together, and we just click, and it helps a lot when our whole team is clicking, and we know our combinations, and we have trust in each other.
At the beginning of the year, did you think this was a tangible goal, and if so, how does this year's team compared to last year's team, who's obviously made it to the same stage?
Yeah, it was a really big goal of ours. I mean, we've had it in mind for a while, and we just pushed ourselves to do it. And it's different from last year because last year we didn't really know what we were going to be doing throughout the season and if we would get to state. So now this year we were kind of expecting that and wanting to get there.
How much confidence does it give you knowing that you guys have kind of been there, done that when it comes to playing on, the biggest stage for a state championship? Because, obviously the first time around you kind of a little deer in the headlights, I would think,
yeah,
knowing that you're playing for a state championship. But you guys, I think maybe we'll have a little bit of calm about you guys.
Yeah, it's we're definitely more prepared for it this year. We know what it's all about, and so we kind of have more of a bigger idea of what it is, and we're going to be ready this year.
Final question, what is Coach and the coaching staff stressing about playing Cathedral? What do you know about them? What are some of the keys to the matchup on Saturday?
We know they're a really good team. They pass the ball really good, and we just need to work on more combinations and getting through their line and our finishing.
Good deal. Anything else you'd like to add?
Nope.
Okay.
We know they're a very good soccer team. They move the ball well. They defend very well, which is very important. So we need to just keep working on our system a little bit, working on some of those combinations, how we can break through their lines, and dominate possession, which is what we've done all season. So just making sure we continue with that. Anything they throw at us, we just to be ready for.
How do you compare and contrast this year's team with last year's team and the run that you guys made in the postseason?
Yeah, I think last year was very much a surprise for the girls. They weren't quite expecting that. So coming into this year, they had that goal in mind of getting to state from the offset. So this was kind of, not to say the minimum expectation, but what they wanted to do. Having made it last year and not quite finishing the goal, this year that is all they're focused on, is winning state.
What do you think you and the girls and just this Dwenger program in general learned last year by playing in the 2A state championship game? People always say, oh, yeah, we got experience and everything like that. But what are the tangible things that you take away that you can use and apply this time around?
Experience really is the big one. But also just understanding what's expected in that game. The pre-game's very different. The travel's different. The whole setup's a bit different. So it gets rid of a lot of those nerves. Having been there before, they know what to expect. Nothing's new. So it helps them to relax a lot more. So going into the game, we can treat it to an extent just like any other game we have this season, without that added expectation.
I guess kind of the theme I've heard is kind of finish the job this time. Is that kind of the motivation really for you guys? As you mentioned, last year they were kind of happy and surprised to a degree to get to this level. Now it's like, okay, let's take care of business.
Yeah, it's kind of, like I said, unfinished business in a way. To get as close as they did last year just left them hungrier for more this year. So, like I said, coming in, start the season, it was all about getting to this point and winning that final game this year.
All right. Anything else you'd like to add?
Go Saints.
All right. Good luck.